Here we go, guys. Losers finals. The last qualifying spot for the Feer 500. We've got Purg versus Stealth. Purg playing his 4th qualifying match now. Got himself to the winners finals in the first qualifier. Ended up losing that one to Night Owl in a 3-1. So we got a second chance at it playing Robo in the losers finals. I think he ended up losing that one 3-1 as well. I don't think it was a 5. It was either 3-1 or 3-0. But Purg says, I don't care. I'll wipe it off. I'll come back for day 2. Qualifier number 2. Got a nice seed in that one since he played so well in the one previous. He was able to take down Stealth 2-1 earlier today. This is one of the things I was going to go check to see if these two have played, since there's only so many people in the bracket. So earlier today, in Purg's first match, he played Stealth, and he was able to take him down 2-1 in the best of 3. We're going to be playing a best of 5 now. So he's not going to be able to just finish the match off early. Stealth got sent down to the lowest bracket in quarters, and he's been working his way back up. As Only Ray mentioned in chat, we have not seen Stealth in any show matches before the Feer 500 has started. So both these guys are fairly new in terms of playing the show matches. I think everybody who's made it before this, nice flip reset from Stealth, had actually played multiple show matches on our stream before. But these guys, a little bit new. Technically, Purg has played. He played last Thursday in one of his first matches on stream. He played against Snaz, or he played against 2 people. I think he played Hydro, and then he beat Hydro 2-0, and then he played Snaz and lost to Snaz 2-0. So Purg technically has more stream experience, but today, Purg has almost been kind of, how do I put, disadvantaged by playing in the winner's bracket. Purg has played 3 games so far. He beat Stealth and Daniel, and then waited a long time to play Sharp. Sharp made it in the very last second, and then he lost to Sharp. So he's 2-1, whereas Stealth, because he got knocked down to the lower bracket by Purg, has been able to play a lot of games to get a lot of momentum coming back here. Since he lost to Purg, he's played against Drew. He took Drew down to 2-1. That was a close matchup. But I joined the game, and Drew apparently always chokes when I join the game. He then played against Flitz, which was also a close matchup. He just barely was able to best out Flitz in another 2-1. And then Stealth played Gino, who I guess by then had some serious momentum. Gino had taken down a couple good competitors in his own right on his way to the losers semifinal. But once he got to play Stealth, Stealth took him down easy 2-0. And that is how Stealth has got his way all the way back to potentially qualifying now. As he's going up against Purg in a best of 5. He's up 4-1. Purg has been able to at least get 1 on the board, as Stealth got the first 4. Not sure we've been able to watch any Purg matches except for the ones where he's been in the finals, but he's been in literally every single one of these qualifying matches. When these go up on YouTube eventually, as I'm pretty sure they will, you're going to see Purg in every last qualifier game 4 times in a row. Purg just not getting enough height on that chip shot there. A good setup by him, and he had Stealth in a bad position and an opportunity to put on a dangerous shot, but he just wasn't able to get any height on the ball. I mean, the save's going to be easy for Stealth, but he is able to keep the pressure up. One of the many ways that he has found to score. Sometimes keeping the pressure up is still not good enough for him. This time it is. Nice kickoff positioning is going to give him control. So he'll play this one a little bit slow. This flick is a little weak. Stealth, no boost though. This is when Purg needs to punish him. I like him playing it slow. I like him mixing it up. A choke right in front of the net though. That absolutely should have been a score for Purg. He just ends up turning his controller the wrong way when it's time to flip, and he's gonna get counterattacked here. This is devastating for Purg. He definitely had an opportunity to score on the goal line here. He did what he needed to do, making that slow play and getting Stealth to bite. But when it came down to making the last flip that he needed, wasn't able to connect. And as so frequently happens in 1v1s, when your scoring opportunity is really close but doesn't work, you end up getting quickly counterattacked. Another shot here for Stealth. Doing well to rush to that boost and make sure he got it before Purg. Able to get around this ball and get it on net quickly. What's going on, Legacy? What's going on, Sharp? Stealth kind of giving away a free goal. Purg not able to tap this one on net. These finishes, there's just something ever so slightly not working for Purg that keeps leading to him not being able to finish these plays. Luckily, he's able to corral this one after stealing the corner boost, and Stealth's jumping around a little bit like a crazy man, and Purg is going to punish him for that to put himself to 3-6. Nice kickoff goal for him. He's going to put himself right back in this game. He knows he can take down Stealth, despite Stealth coming up early in this series, because he's taken him down before. .57 seconds left. 2-goal lead for Stealth. Stealth with an easy-to-save long shot, but he does well to steal some boost and maintain possession. Doesn't necessarily have to give the ball up ever. Purg is in the corner early to make sure he steals that boost away. Stealth, if he had connected with that ball with the top of his car like he probably wanted to, he might have had a 7th goal, but ends up hitting it with his roof. And see, this is not what I want to see from Purg. Sure, I think we've seen him maybe once score a long shot past the defender in that situation, but I'd much rather see him set up a play. But of course, he goes to set up a play this time, and it also gets taken away from him, so maybe we don't know the answers. Trying to look for a bump. 9 seconds left. Stealth is going to take game number 1. Stealth putting Purg on his back foot again. Takes game number 1 in the best of 5. Wait, wasn't it? That's game 1. Purg looking like he's out of it based on thinking that wasn't the first match, but technically Stealth is the one who's had to grind much harder on the way to these finals. He's played 6 games so far to Purg's 3, but arguable who's better off. There's a good chance Purg would happily switch with Stealth, having come off many wins as on his way streaking to the finals, even though he's going to have to play a lot more games. Purg just had to sit and get cold, while he had to sit and deal with the mental anxiety of finding out whether or not Sharp was going to make it to the match, which he can't stress this enough, couldn't have made it any closer. Ended up making it moments before the timer was going to go up. But Purg not out of it yet. Needs to get his wits about him. Went up early in this game. Has since tied it back up 1-1. Takes possession of the ball here. I like this play. Good play from him. This is the kind of execution we need to see from him. Stealth getting a little bit lost. We can't help but also blame Stealth for going a little bit too far out to boost when Purg was in a scoring situation. But that slow play is what opened up the opportunity for Purg, and he was able to execute with the placement on that final touch. That's the kind of play we're seeing. That is the Roadhog XL Purg that we know. And if we keep seeing Roadhog XL Purg, we can expect him to come back. And Purg with the absolutely insane mind games. Up early for this ball. He switched controllers and started using Stealth instead. What a placement from Stealth. An absolute banger. No way Stealth is going to be able to save that shot from Stealth. Purg out to a lead. I want to see him start playing confident with this 3-1 lead. Low boost situation for him, but he's electing to keep the pressure on. Needs to make a smart challenge in the situation. Nice, dangerous shot. He's going to be able to get a boost steal from this one. These are the kind of sequences that can lead to good opportunities. We have yet to see Purg put something extremely dangerous on net off the aerial, but this will do. As he forces a tough save out from Stealth and then gets a 50-50 on it afterwards. He should be able to save this one. No, he can't. Once again, he's taken down on a counterattack off of an aerial attempt. I think this is something that Purg needs to splice into his game. He needs to be able to put something dangerous on net in those situations, and I like to see him going for it, but it's just not working out for him now, as these defenders have been so good at tapping it away. At some point, we have to start giving some discredit to Purg, although he has gone up against some great defenders in these finals games before. And maybe Stealth is just another one of them. Purg's still up 4-2 though. Let's not get down on him just because he lost out on one goal. He ends up defending this one a little bit too late. He's able to steal the boost. Interesting that he elected to play this on the wall. That ball was fairly obviously going to be falling down. Seems like that would have been an easy one to take away from the ground. Purg likes to drive up on the wall and ends up putting himself just way too high up on the wall to make any sort of save on it. Maybe he thought Stealth was going to be able to get loads of height. But unless Stealth got some nasty flip reset that launched the ball into the air, that was not the positioning from Purg. You can't assume that something like that's going to happen. Purg's still up in this match. 4-3's up early. I like seeing him play this. Oh, he's trying to figure it out. I mean, it seems like he did a good job to try and keep possession instead of just slamming this one away, something that he was doing as a big mistake before, but maybe he needed to completely give up on that ball and let it come all the way to the ground, or just do a better job of tapping it soft and falling under it, because he ends up tapping it a little bit too far away. And Stealth has tied it back up. Control again for Purg. Weak first touch means he's going to have to just live with a 50-50. And then a desperate challenge to try and keep up the aggression. Stealth gets to walk it in for free. Purg needs to start making these guys earn every last one of their goals. Seems like sometimes he's giving up some ones for free, which is so beneficial and for the opposition's mentality and detrimental for his own. There's nothing like when you see your opponent let you kind of take one almost for free at midfield that makes you feel confident that you can come back. Nice 50 from Purg here. And a good demo to secure it for sure. I know it seems like we're focusing so much on Purg in these games, but it's hard not to, as we try and find a reason why he hasn't been able to finally secure it. Minute 28 left. Stealth up 1 in the series and now up 1 in this game. Taking this one off the ground. Using this 19 boost very effectively. Just using the natural bounce that the ball already had coming off the wall. Possession for Purg off this kickoff. Might be able to get a nice flick attempt. Like the low 50, he is going to be able to steal boosts and maybe rush it to net. Nice bump from him. He will secure it. Good play here from Purg to get him right back even. Purg can't decide what to do. Looks almost frozen here on his half. Might have had an opportunity to grab some more pads if he had made a decision on what he was doing earlier. He is going to have no boost now in his opportunity to rush one in, and that might have been the difference if he had just grabbed a couple pads a few moments earlier. He might have had what he needed to get around that ball and finish his 7th goal. Another good 50 from him. We've seen a lot of good 50s from him on Stealth's half. Those are all so risky, though. The way he seems to rely on winning those out in order to get a goal. He's stolen another 100 boost pad, which means Stealth should be low, and Stealth just took a weak hit off the wall. He's going to continue out the boost starvation. He wasn't able to grab this 100 boost right away, and that actually is a big deal. Lucky for him, Stealth elected to completely wait for him. 20 seconds left. Stealth has yet to grab a 100 boost for like the last minute. Purg misses that 100 boost. He's going to try and keep the pressure on, but he doesn't want to make a missed challenge like he has before, especially considering that Stealth has almost no boost. It's pretty easy to predict your opponent when they're in a situation like that. What an air dribble from Stealth. He is going to get his 7th goal to take game number 2. Purg putting on so much pressure but not able to secure it. Stealth with an insane air dribble is able to take game number 2 and put himself on match point. Game 3, Stealth versus Purg. Stealth up 2-0. Purg went with the car change, putting himself in the Dominus. Last time he went down 2-0, he put himself in the Roadhog XL, but this time he's going with the flat car. We got Dominus Purg. So far, at this rate, Dominus Purg is going to win, I don't know, what is it? 300 to 0? Something around there. So Dominus Purg is obviously the right choice. But not only is he going to potentially need to win this first game 300 to 0, he's going to need to win the next 3 games 3-0 if he wants to qualify for the league and finish Stealth off. Purg was changing some presets, kicked him from the lobby. That's fine, he's back now. Stealth's able to tie it up 1-1. Purg's been able to take control of a bunch of these games here in these finals, but has not been able to secure them and finish them all the way out to the end. Purg rushing back to his net. 53 boost for him. Nice defense on the wall, something that was weak for him earlier in the last series, but not able to grab the 100 boost, and that's the difference as Stealth gets a tiny little bump. If Purg had just been able to take it, he would have been able to come back in time. Not only would he have also landed just a little bit closer. So Purg down once again. Time to see what kind of mental strength we have from him. Nice shot on net. We just need to see this more consistently from Purg. Kickoff opportunity. Ball in a dangerous position, and he executes. He's been given opportunity like this time and time again. The difference has been he's been putting on some weak, easy-to-save shots in the past. So another kickoff win for him. Good momentum from him here. Another good opportunity that we need to see a good shot from him, and this is said good shot. Purg could absolutely be dominating in these games if he executed on all these opportunities like he has so far. Isn't able to keep the momentum going with another kickoff win, but he does get possession here. Nice play from him off the wall. He needs to get around this ball and put a long shot on net. Not quite enough power, so Stealth will be able to get around it, but the boost starvation game starts here. Nice jump. Purg able to finish this off. We're seeing Purg come out of the net and absolutely start crushing it. Maybe he needs to be changing his car every single game. There's a reason why Purg has been in 4 qualifying games in a row. But there's also a reason why he hasn't won one yet. Diving in deep on this challenge, trying to get 100 boosts. Pretty much an all-in situation when you go as deep as that if you're not going to be able to grab some boost to get yourself out of there. Purg almost connecting on that bump. Might be able to score this one if he gets the right amount of power. Nice. Quick reaction time from Purg. Didn't have the boost to get around this for the first shot, but does well to keep his composure and set himself up with a quick jump afterwards to get the second touch. Back to a 2-goal lead for him. Purg needs to cap off this change in offense with some consistent defense. As long as he's able to prevent Stealth from getting anything easy, he should be able to find a win in game number 3. Another goal for Purg. He goes up 6-3. But we've seen this from him before. Can he continue to maintain this for the next 3 minutes? Purg is the qualifying gatekeeper. You are not wrong. If you want to qualify, you have to go through Purg. Purg has once again put his serious car on. This time, he didn't say it in chat, but it's obvious that his serious car is the Dominus. He goes up 6-3. Just winning these challenges that he was not winning before. He's going to go up 7-3 in almost dominating fashion in this game number 3. These were the kind of 50-50s and late challenges from Purg that weren't working out. Something about his long, flat car has apparently figured it out for him. Nice confident play from Purg, taking that ball away. Up quick for it in his own corner. Isn't able to put a dangerous shot on. And admittedly, it ends up giving away possession. This is certainly something we don't want to see. And the reason why Stealth is even in this game. Purg just given so much space. Terrible to see that he was in such a great opportunity with the ball bouncing in front of his net. He needs to react quick in order to put a good shot on net. Don't get me wrong. It's not like the ball is sitting wide out in the open. Although he has done that sometimes. That one he needed to react quick, but he wasn't able to. And so he ended up putting in a fairly poor shot, and the counterattack came. And he's not able to clutch it out on defense. And he gets demoed here for a 5th goal. Still up 2, though, with 2 minutes left. Maybe need to see some kickoff wins from him. If not only to just waste time, delay Stealth attack. Nice strong shot off the wall. Stealth able to find the top corner. Not often that somebody goes for the quick play off the wall like this, especially in 1v1s. But admittedly, Purg should probably not have been turning up on the wall like that. Almost never is a wall challenge the right play that high up in the air in a 1v1 game. Just super dangerous, and his car was turning up to potentially go for said extremely dangerous challenge, and maybe that was the difference in him being able to get back. A nice power shot from Stealth, and a good 50-50 from him. Means he's going to tie it back up. Minute 35 left. Purg trying to not make this story just like all the games before. He's the 3-minute man. Cannot seem to finish the last 2. I like the patience here to set up something decent. Even though we didn't score on this opportunity, forces out what is a tough save and potentially could have kept possession here at the very least. He's going to be able to get an easy save because of his good play on offense. Nice fake from him. Forces Stealth to pass the ball away. Open field opportunity from Purg. We need to see him capitalize on these, but ends up handing it over for free. He needs to get behind this ball. He does. We're essentially just commentating from the Purg perspective now because we're just hard not to empathize with him and just feel like we're playing as him after these last 4 games. Nice power shot to get himself his 8th goal. A good read on that challenge. Not quite a 50-50 so much as he kind of just let Stealth smack it in the direction he knew it was going to go and took it away. Neither of them were ever touching the ball at the same time, which I feel like almost constitutes the 50-50. Really more just of a dunk, but on the ground for Purg. Nice chip up. Stealth having to play more aggressive to try and come back in game 3. And Purg looking like he might do what he needs to do to at least prevent the relegation out of the league. Not really fair to call it relegation as he's not been in it yet, but you know what I'm talking about. Stealth in control of this ball with 10 seconds left. Nice early challenge from Purg. He knows he just needs to end this game. Even if he smacks that ball and it ends up going off to the side, it will take Stealth too long to secure that goal. And there's always the option of winning the 50-50 and scoring like he did. GG from Stealth. We're going into game number 4. Stealth versus Purg. Stealth up 2-1 in this losers finals of the second qualifier for the Feer 500. Trying to find that last person who's going to make it into the league. Purg has switched to the Dominus, and it has worked out for him as he wins by 3 in game number 4. Nice save here from Stealth. We can't blame Purg for not being able to secure that one, as we've given him a little bit of flack for some weak shots, but that one was very nice. Stealth with a nice miracle save. He's not able to get around it. The game even gave the noise like he touched that second touch there. But Purg keeps the pressure on and scores the first goal of game 4. Trying to force game 5. Something he hasn't been able to do so far in any of these winners games. Gives a kickoff goal right back. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left. Almost the whole game left to go. Stealth, a nice boost steal, but Purg ends up tapping him at the last second. Almost able to just run away with that goal just because he took away Purg's any chance at retreating. Another air dribble opportunity that doesn't work out for Purg. Doesn't necessarily need to be going for these flip resets, as I'm not sure he's been able to secure any one of them. And in fact, they've frequently just been free goals for his opposition. I like the idea of taking it through the air and maybe going for a late dribble. It's interesting, you see these top players who can secure these air dribble goals, and the way they do it isn't even exactly mechanically exciting or difficult. They usually tap the ball off strong at first and then float back to it and get one more tap right outside the net. Something that you've seen a champ do. Maybe they can't do it as consistently as these other guys, but you don't necessarily need to put an absolutely amazing freestyle goal when you take it through the air to get it in net. Nice patience from Purg. Something that he has done well is finding himself in the opponent's half just so consistently. Nice flick from him. This is the difference. Maybe it's the Dominus difference. This flick earlier today was having no strength and floating right to Stealth where he can easily save it, but now with the Dominus, he's put in a top corner, tying himself back up. Stealth having a flick opportunity of his own, early pop, and he is able to get it over Purg. Maybe it's just because I've mentioned it a few times that I'm starting to notice it more often. I'm not sure if this is happening to everybody else. But these early flicks just to pop it over the challenger and then tap it in afterwards seems to be a way that people are scoring on Purg way more often than we're seeing that work for anybody else. I don't know if that is just because Purg's trying to take way too risky of challenges on non-shooting opportunities or what. But this is what I'm talking about. Once again, just an early flick and an easy tap in afterwards. I'm not sure how Purg could be playing this differently. He had his 100 boost. He's just making his decisions to challenge at the worst times. Maybe he didn't have the correct distance from Stealth. He kind of half-faked that he was going to initiate a shadow and was hoping that maybe that was good enough for Stealth to hold on to the ball. But instead, Stealth read it perfectly, and his flip reset shot doesn't quite go in. Nice recovery from Purg to keep the one out as it was floating in front of his net for potential 5th goal, but he's not able to keep it out for long. Stealth is able to corral it back in, mainly because he stole this 100 boost. Stealth been a little bit quicker to the boost all game, and that's certainly been what's got him multiple goals in this series. Big kickoff from Stealth. Purg's going to grab boost. And really not exactly a beneficial play for Stealth, taking that kickoff. The one thing that did work for him is it's just slowing the game down, but with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, it's a little bit early to be doing that. Purg got a full possession and ended up just hitting a boomer flick high in the air, then never had a chance in going in. Definitely need to see more scoring opportunities come out of every possession that Purg takes control of. Missed 50 at midfield. Stealth's just going to tap it to the wall just to prevent Purg from taking it away. Little flip reset from Stealth. Good patience from Purg. There's no reason to go up for it, but Stealth does corral himself around the boost. He's just been beating Purg out on boost after boost. 50-50 off the wall. Purg did not want to take it in the air. He's not felt good about what he's been doing in the air, and a nice quick read of that by Stealth means he's able to get back around to the ball. Get a 50-50 challenge on top of him, up 6-2. And it's looking like Purg's car switch might only get him one game. Demo from Stealth. Even when he doesn't beat Purg out to the ball, he's late enough to get the demo. Look up to himself. He's able to get something dangerous out of that opportunity. Purg taking it to the wall. He does rush it very fast to the net, but never really aimed actually in between the goalposts, so nothing dangerous. Another opportunity for Purg he's going to wish he had back. He didn't quite have enough boost to get around that one. Nice demo here. This should be a third goal. He'll absolutely be beating himself up and potentially forfeiting if he doesn't secure this one. But he does. These guys are too good to miss one like that. Stealth trying to pop that ball up. Not like it would have mattered. Maybe would have been able to keep Purg out of the net a little bit longer, but 37 seconds left. Purg needed that kickoff win. Doesn't grab it. Nice pre-flip by Stealth to secure his 7th goal and potentially secure his spot in the league. Really good play by him. Hard to get around those balls off kickoff like he does, but he makes it look easy. Big kickoff to potentially try and slow the game down. He doesn't want to just lose kickoffs. Purg needed to grab that boost on his way back to try and keep Stealth from being able to stick with him. But with 15 seconds left, truly the darkest timeline has reached us here. Purg, minutes away from having Sharp auto disqualify, and he wins the finals for free. Instead, Sharp makes it just in time. Purg is not able to topple anybody in the last 2 finals. Stealth does qualify. GG's to him. Purg is truly the gatekeeper of the Feer 500. Stealth versus Purg. Stealth up 2-1 in this losers finals. The second qualifier for the Feer 500. Trying to find that last person who's going to make it into the league. Purg has switched to the Dominus, and it has worked out for him as he wins by 3 in game number 4. Nice save here from Stealth. We can't blame Purg for not being able to secure that one, as we've given him a little bit of flack for some weak shots, but that one was very nice. Stealth with a nice miracle save. He's not able to get around it. The game even gave the noise like he touched that second touch there. But Purg keeps the pressure on and scores the first goal of game 4. Trying to force game 5. Something he hasn't been able to do so far in any of these winners games. Gives the kickoff goal right back. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left. Almost the whole game left to go. Stealth, a nice boost steal, but Purg ends up tapping him at the last second. Almost able to just run away with that goal just because he took away Purg's any chance of retreating. Another air dribble opportunity that doesn't work out for Purg. Doesn't necessarily need to be going for these flip resets, as I'm not sure he's been able to secure any one of them. And in fact, they've frequently just been free goals for his opposition. I like the idea of taking it through the air and maybe going for a late dribble. It's interesting, you see these top players who can secure these air dribble goals, and the way they do it isn't even exactly mechanically exciting or difficult. They usually tap the ball off strong at first, and then float back to it and get one more tap right outside the net. Something that you've seen a champ do. Maybe they can't do it as consistently as these other guys, but you don't necessarily need to put an absolutely amazing freestyle goal when you take it through the air to get it in net. Nice patience from Purg. Something that he has done well is finding himself in the opponent's half just so consistently. Nice flick from him. This is the difference. Maybe it's the dominance difference. This flick earlier today was having no strength and floating right to Stealth where he can easily save it, but now with the dominance, he's put in a top corner, tying himself back up. Stealth having a flick opportunity of his own, early pop, and he is able to get it over Purg. Maybe it's just because I've mentioned it a few times that I'm starting to notice it more often. I'm not sure if this is happening to everybody else. But these early flicks just to pop it over the challenger and then tap it in afterwards seems to be a way that people are scoring on Purg way more often than we're seeing that work for anybody else. I don't know if that is just because Purg's trying to take way too risky of challenges on non-shooting opportunities or what. But this is what I'm talking about. Once again, just an early flick and an easy tap in afterwards. I'm not sure how Purg could be playing this differently. He had his 100 boost. He's just making his decisions to challenge at the worst times. Maybe he didn't have the correct distance from Stealth. He kind of half-faked that he was going to initiate a shadow and was hoping that maybe that was good enough for Stealth to hold on to the ball. But instead, Stealth read it perfectly, and his flip reset shot doesn't quite go in. Nice recovery from Purg to keep the one out as it was floating in front of his net for potential 5th goal, but he's not able to keep it out for long. Stealth is able to corral it back in, mainly because he stole this 100 boost. Stealth been a little bit quicker to the boost all game, and that's certainly been what's got him multiple goals in this series. Big kickoff from Stealth. Purg's going to grab boost. And really not exactly a beneficial play for Stealth, faking that kickoff. The one thing that did work for him is it's just slowing the game down, but with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, it's a little bit early to be doing that. Purg got a full possession and ended up just hitting a boomer flick high in the air, then never had a chance in going in. Definitely need to see more scoring opportunities come out of every possession that Purg takes control of. Missed 50 at midfield. Stealth's just going to tap it to the wall just to prevent Purg from taking it away. Little flip reset from Stealth. Good patience from Purg. There's no reason to go up for it, but Stealth does corral himself around the boost. He's just been beating Purg out on boost after boost. 50-50 off the wall. Purg did not want to take it in the air. He's not felt good about what he's been doing in the air, and a nice quick read of that by Stealth means he's able to get back around to the ball. Get a 50-50 challenge on top of him, up 6-2. And it's looking like Purg's car switch might only get him one game. Demo from Stealth. Even when he doesn't beat Purg out to the ball, he's late enough to get the demo. Look up to himself. He's able to get something dangerous out of that opportunity. Purg taking it to the wall. He does rush it very fast to the net, but never really aimed actually in between the goalposts, so nothing dangerous. Another opportunity for Purg he's going to wish he had back. He didn't quite have enough boost to get around that one. Nice demo here. This should be a third goal. He'll absolutely be beating himself up and potentially forfeiting if he doesn't secure this one. But he does. These guys are too good to miss one like that. Stealth trying to pop that ball up. Not like it would have mattered. Maybe would have been able to keep Purg out of the net a little bit longer, but 37 seconds left. Purg needed that kickoff win. Doesn't grab it. Nice pre-flip by Stealth to secure his 7th goal and potentially secure his spot in the league. Really good play by him. Hard to get around those balls off kickoff like he does, but he makes it look easy. Big kickoff to potentially try and slow the game down. He doesn't want to just lose kickoffs. Purg needed to grab that boost on his way back to try and keep Stealth from being able to stick with him. But with 15 seconds left, truly the darkest timeline has reached us here. Purg, minutes away from having Sharp auto-disqualify, and he wins the finals for free. Instead, Sharp makes it just in time. Purg is not able to topple anybody in the last 2 finals. Stealth does qualify. GG's to him. Purg is truly the gatekeeper of the Feer 500.